Well, welcome everybody to our second DRS monthly training series. Really excited about this new series. There's a lot of us that are taking the tools and the resources and the program that we have and using that to help us to really take a better approach with our internet marketing. And guys, that's what this company is all about. We're all internet entrepreneurs, and this company, it's always forward thinking, and right now that's one of the things that we're at the head of the train for. So congratulations for taking part in all of this. I just want to let everybody know that one of our goals is to make every single month um, an attainable, simple, easily implementable topic. So the idea is not to teach you every single thing that you can do to have a successful digital recruiting site, but rather to give you just a few things that you can implement during these next couple of weeks, take advantage of them, do some trial and error, and just really get a good grasp on what the concept is that we're introducing. Because I don't know about you guys, but I personally feel that everything that the DRS has to offer is really big, and it can be quite overwhelming for somebody that's brand new. So just breaking it down into bite-sized pieces, making that a digestible thing is really, really valuable. So I heard this a week ago, and I want to share it with you because if you're trying to do so much at once, and you may or may not realize that it's actually could work against you. And what I mean by that is just simple. It's like you think about why when people set a New Year's resolution, and they have all the best intentions in the world of keeping that New Year's resolution. Maybe they're going to lose 50 pounds this year, and so one of the things that they do is they decide they're going to eat a certain way, they're going to exercise a certain amount of time every single day, and they're going to completely change how their lifestyle is, which is a good thing. But the reason that most people fall off of that plan is because within a week, they can't do it all 100%. And so because they can't do it all 100%, they decide to do nothing at all. And that's where the progress is dead. So, with that kind of thinking in mind, that it's not about being perfect. It's not about doing everything 100% right away, all at once, but rather it's about progress, doing something good for your business, good for your resolution, one day at a time. That's the kind of thinking I want you to have here. And that's why we're making it into bite-sized pieces. So last month, I just want to show you what we covered. So if you would like to review it, you can go to our YouTube channel. But last month was all about getting started. It was just the simple things that you need to do right away so that you can get your website set up and ready to go. So we covered what is DRS, what is a digital recruiting site, how do you launch one, how can you customize your design, what are some basic editing tips and strategies that you need to know so that you can make sure the content is customized to you. How can you attach a .com name or a domain name or .net or whatever domain name it is that you have to your website? And then once you've done that, how can you go ahead and set up a custom email address? So if you haven't had a chance to watch that, then all you need to do is go to youtube.com/user/official MAWC, and there's a series of playlists on there. And we started one for DRS, and the first series, which covers all of these things that I just talked about, is available there for you to watch for the first time, or to share with your business partners, or to just rewatch if you're looking for a refresher on any of those topics. So that's where that resource is available. Now, for this week, we're going to take it into the next step. We're going to talk about how can you link your social media accounts to your distributor recruiting site, your digital recruiting site, so that you can not only drive traffic to it, but also drive traffic away from it to your social media channels. In addition to that, we're going to talk about some strategies for driving traffic to your site. What are some things that you can do online, on social media, face-to-face, etc., that can just drive some organic traffic to your site? And then finally, we're going to talk about some basic SEO basics. What is SEO? I'll define that for you so you know what it is. But just in a nutshell, guys, it's just making your site findable so that when people are Googling opportunities, or, Googling your company, or Googling you, or, looking up different work at home opportunities or affiliate marketing or whatever it is, we want to make sure that our websites are showing up as opportunities so that you have an opportunity to not just capture the traffic that you're physically sending to your site, but also capture traffic from people that are looking for opportunities. So we're going to talk to you about what that is and the different tools that you can use with your DRS so that you can optimize your website to be found. Okay, and so that's going to actually, that particular section, I'm going to do it a little bit differently than how we normally do it. I'm going to give you a couple of tips and I'll show you a couple of slides, but I'm just going to go ahead and do a live demonstration on how to set your websites, up for keywords and descriptions and things like that. Now, next month, we'll be covering the Series 3 highlight, which is creating lead capture pages. So to do that, we will be teaching you next month how to add a new page, how to create forms, and how to embed videos onto the pages. So you can see here, guys, that there's a ton of stuff that you can do on DRS. We're only in week 2, and we're already delving into a ton of different tools and ideas here. So again, that's why we're keeping it digestible. So try not to get overwhelmed. Even if you only implement one of the things that we talk about this week and a second one next week, and you just do one new thing a week, that's still going to be really helpful for you. I can share with you guys that Ryan and I, through our DRS, we get several leads every single week through our website. People that find our website because we've sent them there because of some of the strategies we're going to share with you today, or people that have found our website just looking online because we've set it up organically to show up, for certain terms. And so, basically, we're just kind of sharing it with you guys, all the different secrets and tricks of the trade that we've been implementing for the past year, so that you can do it and so that your site can be optimized as well. One other little bit of information. Every single thing that we cover in this series and any DRS series is going to be based on something that has worked and that has been duplicatable. And that's one of the things I'm most excited about. Sure, we all know like one really awesome SEO guy or one really awesome social media person. But at the end of the day, if the average person or the average business partner or franchise owner in your organization can't implement it or doesn't have a reasonable tool or resource to implement it, it's just not worth our time. That's not our business model. So we want to make sure that you guys understand that while some of these topics may seem new, they are completely proven strategies and proven topics that have not only been done well within our own organization, but we've also been able to duplicate it across the board as well. So, have faith. It's totally going to be okay. You can rewatch anything and catch up from there. So, step 1. The first thing that we're going to talk about today is how to link your social media accounts on your DRS. So what I mean by that is when you go to your website, there are little icons that are automatically put in for the I'm an Entrepreneur layout especially. And what we want to do is make sure that you know how to link each of those icons to the appropriate pages. So, for example, if you click on the Facebook icon on your website, you want it to go to your Facebook page. Now, before I show you how to do this, I just want to kind of give you a little bit of a tip or a little disclaimer, if you will. If your Facebook page is housing content that you would not want to be associated with your business, then I don't recommend linking it from your website. Now, you can totally have a business Facebook page. That's a whole other discussion. We're not going to talk about that tonight. But, for us, we don't manage business pages for Facebook or Twitter, Instagram. We really do follow that 80-20 rule with our social media, approach where 80% of what we post is lifestyle kind of stuff and 20% of what we post is business related kind of stuff. And we find that really has played a major positive role in our prospecting over the last 2 years. And so we're not willing to change that formula. But with that being said, we still are comfortable linking our social media icons to those pages because at the end of the day, like everything on there is somewhat related to our business, right? Whether it's lifestyle or time related or or whether it's business related, it's all related. And it's all the kind of stuff that I only post things that I am okay with my business associates or potential business partners seeing. So, that's a really good thing to keep in mind anyway. We're in a people business. So if you're posting content that may offend somebody or may alienate half of your organization, that you might want to reconsider that. But at the end of the day, when you're talking about building out your website and linking up social media accounts, you definitely want to make sure that it's housing content that you want actually available through your website. So it's really, really simple stuff, guys. The first step is to log in, and then here you'll see what your admin looks like. So you do that, again, by going to explorema.com, entering in your username and your password. Once you get here, you're going to click on Manage Website. And then from there, you're going to click on Edit Pages, because in order to link this stuff out, you need to get to the pages that you want to get to so you can make those edits. From there, you're going to see the page list page populate. And all this is a list of all of the pages that currently exist on your website. So right here, you can see on this account, products, home, Market America plan, blog, and learn more is what's showing up right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose the page that has the social media stuff, which is the home page, and go ahead and you're just going to click on this button. Now, once you click on that button, the editable version of the homepage is going to load. And what's really cool about this is that you can work all over this page, and some of the different areas are actually global. And what I mean by that is, if you make that change on this homepage and it's showing up on every other page on your website, it will automatically make that change globally across the board. So an example of a global area would be right here. It says Your Awesome Site. That's a global area. So if you change the name from Your Awesome Site to Your Incredibly Awesome Site, then you only have to change it on the homepage, and it will change on every other page. And that's really a cool thing. It'll save you time. Now, over here on the right-hand side, you'll see that there's a rich text area that has all of the social media icons on it. You can see it. It's highlighted. And just like last week when we discussed how to edit text, and you scroll over the area and it highlights, it's the same thing here. This is also a global area. So the good news is that once you update it here on this page, it's going to apply to every other page that this specific area exists. So all you need to do is hover over the social media icons and click anywhere on that rich text, and then the formatting palette will appear. So right here, you'll see the formatting palette. It looks just like Microsoft Word. And again, we talked about making basic text edits and color edits and formatting edits last week, but today we're talking about how to link something. So you'll see here that each one of these pictures, the Facebook icon, the Twitter, and the YouTube, these are all individual images, okay? So when you click on the Facebook image, the next thing is to click on this chain link right here. So click on the icon because we want to edit this specific link. Next, you're clicking on the chain link. Do you see this? There's a couple of different things that you can do, actually. So you can unlink them if it's linking to a page that you don't want, or you can just link it to the page that you do want. So it's really simple. The next step is to grab the link that you want. So we're using Ryan Stack's example in this case. So he went to his Facebook page, and it's right here. He says facebook.com/Ryan P. Stack, and he highlighted and copied the entire URL. Now, he's doing that because he wants to make sure that when we link that Facebook icon to his page, that it's the exact proper right page. Now, you can totally memorize it and type it in manually. That's an option, but I just find that there's less mistakes or less typos if you just, copy and paste the entire thing. So copy the URL, and then come back here, and now you're going to click on this chain link. Once you click on the chain link, these are the options that you're going to have. See, what it's asking you first is what kind of a link do you want to create? Do you want this to link to a new page on your website? Do you want it to link to an existing page on your website? So, for example, if you wanted that picture or that text to link to another page that you've created already, you would choose that. Or do you want it to go to a specific URL? That's where we want it to go. We want it to go to that specific Facebook URL that you just grabbed. So we will actually choose that one. But before I show you what's next, I want to just show you the other options that you have. You could also choose to link it to an email address, or a file. So if you want to create a link where you click on it and you can download a file, you can do that as well. You can do one that's existing in your file cabinet or a new one. Now we'll address how to do those kinds of links in future series webinars. But for now, let's just focus on what we're doing, which is linking this Facebook picture to the Facebook page. All you've got to do is choose specific URL. I like to have it open up in a new browser window instead of the same because I don't want it to replace the website that they're on. I want it to open up a new browser window. And once you've done that, you click Next. Really, really simple stuff. So once you've clicked Next, you'll see that you'll be presented with this screen where you can go ahead and enter in the specific URL. Now again, you can choose to click here and just type away, or you could click here and paste the link that you grabbed from the previous screen. Then you're just going to simply click Finish. It's really, really simple. Now, once you've done that for Facebook, you're going to go ahead and repeat that process for each one. If you have a Twitter account, click on the Twitter image, click on the chain link, grab the URL and set it up for that, and do the same thing for YouTube. Now, guys, if you don't have a Twitter account or you don't have a YouTube account, you can totally just delete those pictures. It's no big deal. You can also add icons if you want to. To do that, all you need to do is upload a picture, drag it and drop it, and then go ahead and link it all up. The best way to do that, guys, honestly, is just live chat support. If you see up here, it says live chat. Have them walk you through it so that it's all the right sizes and stuff. But really simple stuff. Once you're done with making all of those links, you're going to go ahead and click Save in the formatting palette, and you're good to go. So guys, I know it looks like a lot of steps, but it's really not a lot of steps. At the end of the day, all you're doing is clicking on this little icon, choosing to chain link it to an outside URL, which is your Facebook account, and clicking Finish and Save. So again, you can come back here and review these, or you can always click on live chat support and get help live instead of trying to figure it out on your own. But it's pretty simple, straightforward stuff. It's all a wizard, so it's asking you questions and prompting you what you need to do next. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about tonight is driving traffic to your website. So there's all kinds of ways to drive traffic to the site. I mean, you can just have basic conversations when you're talking to people and they're asking you what you do, or people ask me what I do. I always find it's really easier to just respond with that I'm an internet entrepreneur, and then if they want more information, I'll send them to my website, which is thestackgrpa.com. Now, the reason I like that is because with my warm market, with people that know me, when they go to my website, they're seeing it branded to me. And I really, really like that because marketamerica.com, we all have that replicated website, marketamerica.com/your name, which is great. But when you send somebody to that, it's branding Market America and you, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that. I just find that socially, it's a lot easier to send them to my own personal website where they're going to see me being the person branded, not necessarily the Market America concept, where they're going to have some pre-connotation of what that is. And also, in addition to that, they're going to see the kinds of content that I want them to see, not just what Market America wants them to see. So I enjoy that. I use my marketamerica.com replicated site mostly in follow-up. So after I've shown somebody the plan and they're looking for more information, I generally will send people to my marketamerica.com site at that point because I know that it's built very well, similar to a Fortune 500 company style website where they're going to be able to do that research and get their questions answered. It's not necessarily prospecting for me anymore. It's really handling follow-up for me. So what I want to talk to you about is how to drive traffic to your your digital recruiting site. So keeping in mind, like, you can totally do it in that face-to-face conversation, like I said. And there's also a couple of cool things to keep in mind when you're just using social media. A couple of tips. Excuse me. Remember who you're trying to attract, right? So you're creating interest that someone would want to learn more by visiting your site. So keep that in mind when you're posting your website and you're attaching that with different posts that you're creating, whether it's an image, whether it's a cool image, whether it's just a status update. Keep in mind that you're only going to paste your website when it's relevant. You don't want to just drop your website on every single post. You want to make sure that it's coupled with something that's going to attract somebody. So, some great apps for making cool picture quotes that I wanted to share with you. My two favorite ones are InstaQuote and WordSwag. Um, there's so many out there, but I love these two because they're pretty simple. I actually find InstaQuote to be the easiest. WordSwag can do a lot more cooler things, but it takes a little bit more of a learning curve. You can download free versions of each of these apps, so that's really cool. But what do I mean by that? All of us are posting, inspirational quotes, or we share inspirational quotes. Jim Winkler shares a ton of these, and they're really, I love them. And they're great because they generate interest. They get people thinking. And so it's doing a kind of a dual purpose. It's sort of branding you as a positive, forward thinking, or as an entrepreneurial spirited kind of person. It's doing all of that. It's got a branding effect to it for sure as a default, but it's also generating interest. Now, don't you agree, guys, that it would be so much more valuable that if you're going to share those kinds of really cool quotes and those pictures that people find and share on Facebook or Instagram or on Pinterest, wouldn't it be great if it also had your website at the bottom? By the way, notice that many of the ones that you're sharing do have a website at the bottom. It's just not yours. So just keep that in mind. Like when you're sharing somebody else's, quote picture, make sure that you're not just sending people to some random website, but rather, why not send them to your website? So how do you find quotes and images? Well, there's all kinds of things that you can do. So this is just basically teaching you how can you come up with good content. The number one thing you can do is search online, right? You can literally Google or look. I like to look on Pinterest, but you can look and you can just search the term for successful entrepreneurs or famous leaders or quotes about courage, quotes about success, quotes about business, quotes about growth or about teamwork or whatever it is. There's all kinds of search terms that you can do. Just keep in mind, guys, that when you are posting a quote that is not your own quote, it's always a good idea to it's not just a good idea, it's pretty important that you include who said it. So today actually I posted something, a quote, and it was actually my own quote, so I didn't have to do that. But if you're going to share like a quote from Maya Angelou or Grant Cardone or J.R. Ridinger or Lauren Ridinger or whoever, just make sure that you're giving them credit for that, and you can still include your website at the bottom. The idea, though, is that you're going to use your own pictures or your own custom created backgrounds. You're going to brand yourself. You're going to use these quotes, and you're going to drive traffic to your website. So, excuse me, I'm just having a little bit of a cold this week, so I apologize. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a picture with a quote on it, and you're going to post it. You're going to post your website name for every single image quote that you do. You're going to add hashtags when you post it, and comment about the picture. So let's take a look of some examples. So this is cool. This is one that Ryan took. It's a really funny picture, actually, and he used InstaQuote for this, and he actually blurred out the background so that the main focus is actually on his quote, and he came up with this idea called hashtag TGIF. Everybody always knows what TGIF is. Thank God it's Friday. Well, he went, thank goodness it's Monday. And then at the bottom, instead of just saying that really cool quote that generates interest, TGIM, he also included thestackgrp.com. Now, obviously, that's going to generate some interest because nobody in their right mind is posting about how excited they are it's Monday. So people are probably going to go, what does this have to do with, what is this Stack GRP all about? How is this dude always so positive? Why is he always so happy? Why is he grateful it's Monday? That kind of thing. Here's another one. You want freedom? At some point, you'll have to be willing to leave the comfort zone of a paycheck. Thestackgrp.com. Again, this is more of a forward one. He doesn't have to say who made up this quote because Ryan's the one that said it. So he just goes ahead, he shares the quote, and there's a cool picture. And you can't tell what this picture is, but this is actually him speaking at International Convention. It's a great picture. And again, he blurred it out, and this is all easy to do stuff that you can do on the app. The app is free, and then you're going ahead, you're creating something that's custom. So now you're not just sharing these little word picture things, but you're creating your own, and you're choosing the content, and you're generating interest in entrepreneurship, honestly. And then not just generating interest in entrepreneurship, but you're also including a website for anybody that is interested, that may be too shy or too uncertain of whether they want to comment or message you. Maybe they don't feel ready to do that thing, but if they see the stackgrp.com, they're probably very comfortable to go to that website and kind of snoop around and get some more information before they decide if they want to contact you. Here's another one. Your friends will either stretch you to become more or shrink you to become less. Choose who you spend your time with wisely. TheStackGRP.com. Again, generating interest, and that's a network thing. You know what I mean? Another great one. Have you ever met a hater that's doing better than you? Me neither. TheStackGRP.com. Again, you would not believe it. Now, he's gotten so many people to ask questions or to comment, or even if it's just a like. There's value in that, guys. If somebody just sees this quote, and you could have that's a quote that is, all over Pinterest, and nobody knows who said it. That's why it's not actually cited. But guys, people share those all the time. You can share it too, and you can just now drive traffic to your site on top of it. It's not just you sharing something and just getting some people irritated or getting them interested in starting a conversation, but you're giving people a place where they can look for more information. Isn't it more valuable to make your own and include your website than it is to just simply find one of these on Instagram or Facebook or Pinterest and share it? Here are a couple of other trends that you could take advantage of. So what I mean by this is simple. If something is trending this week, instead of just sharing what you found within that trend, create something within that trend and drive traffic to your site. So post a picture, write the comment, use the hashtags, have your pics ready for the feed. So last week there was a big trend about the Alicia Keys song that was released, the We Are Here song. It's an incredible song, and I don't know if a lot of you guys know this or not, but Alicia Keys is a really close and dear friend of the Riding Girls, and inspires a lot for this company, is inspired by her company, and she wrote this beautiful song about why we're here. Why are we here on the planet? To help each other out? Is it for peace? Is it for lifting each other up? Whatever it's for. And so the trend that was happening was people were taking pictures of themselves, and they were holding a picture of themselves saying hashtag we are here because, and then they would say why they felt that they were here. So take a look at what our team did. This is Ebony and Bruce, and so they wrote hashtag we are here to remind people that you are created for more. Now notice these are people on our team, and so they didn't just take advantage of the trend that was happening that week. They also included their websites, thecallensgrp.com. Now that's great. This is a really positive thing. So they're spreading positivity, and people are liking it, and people are making that connection. Oh, that's that Alicia Keys song. And then not only are they, making all that connection, but that website is at the bottom. Wow, what's thecallensgrp.com? Maybe some of their friends, family, colleagues, networks, or people from their past didn't realize that they owned a business. Now they do. Here's Ashley. We are here to believe in you. The Blanchard mo.com. Do you see that? That's huge, right? They're putting their pictures on there. They've got the we are here to believe in you, hashtag we are here. They're taking advantage of what's trending. They're putting their website. Ryan and I did the exact same thing. We are here to inspire others. And then we put our website on there. Just a couple of little quick tips. Have your website on your pictures or in the post. I don't know if you guys got that, but every single time I showed you an example, the website was on there. Last week we talked about how to link your .com name to your website, and so you can tell that is going to generate some serious interest. It's going to generate a lot more interest than if you just have explorema.com/your handle. So make sure if you haven't attached a domain name yet, and you're not sure how, that you either live chat support and get help, or that you rewatch last month's video that talks you through how to do that. Another great thing is use hashtags. Guys, hashtags, everybody wants to know what a hashtag is, and there's all kinds of complicated ways to describe them, but hashtags are just kind of like a categorization thing. It makes your picture or your post findable. So think of it like this. When you go to Google and you search for a term, Google then populates all of the items that it feels like are relevant to your search term. Well, hashtags do the exact same thing. Hashtags allow you to search terms on social media. That's it. It's exactly like Google, except for it's like Google on Facebook. You can now search for terms and get all kinds of relevant posts on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Pinterest. Another quick tip: no selling, just generate interest. So what I mean by that is you don't have to post things like, are you looking for a better opportunity? Then go to the stackgrp.com. That's really aggressive. You can do things like that, but what we have found is that if the less aggressive it is and the more open ended they are, the more interactions that people are getting. So stick with positivity, stick with quotes about entrepreneurship, about success, about things that are trending, that kind of stuff, and just drive traffic to your website utilizing things that are popular. Post a minimum of 1 to 3 this week. I challenge everybody on tonight's session to do that. Download one of those apps, whether it's WordSwag or InstaQuote or Instapic, and try and just do it. Take a picture of yourself or use an existing picture, add a quote on top, and send people to your website. Use multiple social media platforms to get the message out. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. So you can see, guys, there's a lot of ways, you have a lot of opportunities to be driving traffic to your site one-on-one, which I think is pretty cool. Now, the next thing and the final thing that we're going to talk about that I think can really make a difference in driving traffic is building SEO basics. SEO is search engine option optimization. What it means is the process of affecting the visibility of a website or a web page in search engines' natural or organic search results. Simply put, guys, that's the official term, but simply put, SEO determines how often or how highly your website is going to show up when people are searching key terms on Google, on Yahoo, and on the various search engines. That's all it is. And so there's a number of things that you can do so that you can actually show up on the search engines when people are searching for you. And you can do a couple of paid things. And guys, I mean, listen, I've done the AdWords things. We actually run several successful AdWords campaigns on Google for our website customers. But everything I'm going to show you tonight is stuff that you can do for free using the DRS. So we're talking about organically building your website up, and I'm going to show you guys that I'm not just telling you something that is going to get you mediocre results, because our DRS shows up on the first page for a number of search terms that that are very relevant. So I'm just sharing with you guys what we did on our site so that you're not investing more money on clicks when you don't have to. So a couple of key things. I want to show you how this works so that you could see what the end result is so that you understand why it's worth building up your SEO. So over here you can see that we searched the phrase facts about Market America. Now what you see here are a ton of populated stuff. So you'll see in about 0.4 seconds there were 78 million results. 78 million results that came up with facts about Market America. Now you'll see here that all of these here are free listings. They're organic search. In order, you have Market America on Wikipedia, a blog, you've got marketamericafacts.com, and you have the Stack Group, our website, thestackgrp.com/Market America Facts. Now, we are the 4th populated result when you search facts about Market America. And we did not pay a dime for that. We never did any AdWords campaigns on this website. All we did was what I'm about to show you. So before we do that, I want to show you what some of the terms that we're going to fill out organically are so you can see why we're doing it. The page title is referring to the bolded title. So Market America-Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, that is the page title. Below that, you'll see a short little paragraph, usually 1.5 to 2 sentences tops, and that is the page description. This is what shows up when you do this. So for us, the Stack GRP, you'll see that this is our title, And then the description is shop.com, powered by Market America, is the most powerful home-based network business ever created. With over 20 years of success, Market America is. So you can see that the reader gets a clear idea for what they're going to find if they click on this page. And again, our digital recruiting site is showing up not just in the search results out of 78 million, but fourth out of them. That's a big deal, guys. So, again, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can totally pay for AdWords, but you just don't need to do that. There's other things that you can do for free, just using the free tools that come with your DRS so that you can have this kind of visibility as well. You have everything that you need to rank highly in the search engines. You just need to do the right steps. So a couple of tips. Before I show you how to do this, I want to give you some tips for choosing words and titles. The most important part about your website showing up right now in 2014, 2015 is your page title. And what that means is that your page title should have some of the important keywords in it as well. So if you look here, when we search for facts about Market America, part of the reason that our website is showing up so highly is because the word facts about Market America is in the page title. Do you see that? Get the facts about Market America. It's actually highlighted. You see Market America facts, Market America. These are all highlighted because they're very relevant to the search term that was created. So having a really well thought out page title is actually really helpful. You want to make sure that if it's important, if it's going to be part of something that you think is going to be searched often, put it in the page title. Every single page needs to be treated individually, meaning you don't want to just do the same description, the same keywords, and the same page titles for every single page. You want every single page to be individually treated, relevant, and and also be properly describing what's on the page. If your page description, if your page title, and if the keywords that you choose are not related to the content on the page, this does not work. So what that simply means is you can't just sit there and say, well, this is really a page about motives, but I'm going to go ahead and include things like, is Market America, blah, 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 whatever. You want to make sure that it's all relevant. All that simply means is, guys, congruent information. What is your page? What is actually on your page? And then, how can you incorporate what's in your page into the page title, into the description, and into choosing relevant keywords? Your page description, again, it's that few sentences that you see on Google. So I find it really helpful to sneak in keywords there as well. Well, again, making sure that it still makes sense. If you're just randomly including keywords that have nothing to do with that page or have nothing to do with that page title, this, again, it's not going to work. Lastly, this is most important. Think like a consumer, not like an expert. Remember, the people that are Googling on, for opportunities or whatever, they're not Googling and they're not Market America or shop.com experts. So be careful, like that you're speaking in a language or in verbiage that is going to actually translate well to the person that's actually looking for you or looking for your opportunity. You want to avoid using things like UBP or Basic 5 or terms that are not relevant to the outside person, but that are only relevant to unfranchised owners. So again, think like a consumer, not like an expert. So let's go ahead. We're going to do a little live demo here. I just want to show you how we actually go about doing this. So the first step is to log in, explorema.com. Oh my gosh. Wait, actually, I'm reversing this. Hold on, guys. I was actually just playing with our demo, with our demo account. So like now I'm worried that I have this backwards. Yep, I do. Oh my God. Well, now I'm gonna have to change my password because everybody knows my information. Guys, hold on 1 second while I just pause this and look it up. Hold on 1 second because I was logging into the demo for actually every single market country that we have. So hold on Okay, I apologize for that hold up. Apparently, Ryan changed our password after he did a tutorial on this and showed everybody his password as well. So thank you for holding in, and we're good to go. Gosh, that was like really stressful. I'm like, did I change it? Did I have the wrong thing in the back of my mind? But anyway, we are here. We have logged in. I'm going to click on website and page list. And here I am and on the page list. So you can see here that I've already built out a ton of these. These are the titles and all of that other good stuff. But I'm still going to walk you through how to do this. So once you've arrived to your page list area, what you're going to do is you're going to do one page at a time. Now you'll see here that when we want to edit a page, we actually click on the link. But when we want to actually work with the SEO content, what you want to do instead is click the little box here, and you're going to choose Edit Properties. Now, once you choose Edit Properties, you're going to have the page title, page keywords, and page description. So I just chose to edit the page properties of the About Us page. Now remember, if you only have enough time to do one thing, the most important thing that you can do is the page title. So the page title for my About Market America page is the stack group information. I have this information about Market America, and then I have a little divider, and then I have is Market America a pyramid scheme. Now those are highly searched terms of people that want to know information like this, and before they even ask me if they want to talk, they're going to Google that kind of stuff. And I want my website showing up for that because, I want to make sure that I can have that they're getting good content. So those are two terms that I got that I'm using for my page title for About Market America. Now you can choose whatever you want to choose. The next step is to go ahead and add some page keywords. So you can add in here Market America. You could do pyramid scheme. Why? Honestly, guys, because if you think about it, these are terms that people that are researching our business or researching your business, maybe they even know you and they just want to Google it first. These are things they're looking up. We know it's not a pyramid scheme. We know that this is a viable A+ Better Business Bureau rated business with 23 years of consecutive business growth. We know it's a solid company, but other people don't. And so these are the kinds of things that they're looking up. So go ahead and choose keywords that make sense for that. Now at the bottom here, you're going to come up with about one to two sentences top that describes the About Market America page. So you can go ahead and you would type that here, and when you're all done, all you're going to do is click save and you're done. Now, all you guys need to know is that this week, if you want to focus on one thing that will put you, a few steps ahead of the game here, is just worry about the page titles of all of the pages on your website. That's what all this is here. So you can see here, it looks like I have a lot. I do. What to bring. This is for my Web Center training page. What to bring. Web Center training, WCT. What to bring to a MA Web Center's WC training. Sarah Rose Stack. Web Center trainer. Sarah Rose Stack, Market America, Web Center trainer. Learn how to develop a 6-figure website business. New Reality Web Solutions. These are all of the keyword terms that instead of just putting it in the keywords, I actually put it in the page title instead. And again, putting it in the page title helps it to show up and populate quicker than just worrying about keywords. So, I'll just show you again one last time. You click the little box, then you choose Edit Properties, and then here you go. You've got your page title name, and for this one, which is the WCT trainer, Sarah Rose Stack, Market America trainer, how to develop a 6-figure income, etc. That's my page title. It looks a lot like a bunch of keywords, right? Or key term phrases, and that's on purpose. That's actually why our site is showing up so well. Keywords that I have are Market America. I have New Reality Web Solutions. That's the name of my web center. Market America Web Centers. Own a website business. And I have Web Center Trainer. Then I wrote this is the page description that's going to show up. Sarah Rose Stack conducts WC trainings for MA Web Centers. Sarah Rose Stack is the field development executive for MA Web Centers, one of the top web center owners, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. This is what's going to show up on Google underneath my page title, so that if they're not sure if they want to click on this or not, or they want more information before they click onto that website, they get a short description of what they can expect to learn. Now notice that I have, I have repeated certain terms over and over and over again throughout the title, the keywords, and the page descriptions. You see MA Web Centers, you see WCT, Market America, New Reality Web Solutions. You see that in the title, you see it in the keyword, and you see it in the page description. Now that is really important because it's all congruent. It's all on the same page, so it lets the search engines know that this is a good suggestion to populate. And by the way, this is completely indicative of what's actually on my WCT trainer page on my website. Notice how I'm not talking about, is Market America a pyramid scheme? Is Market America a good business opportunity? Get the facts about Market America, because that's all relevant to my About Market America page. So just keep in mind, guys, that when you're doing this page by page by page, you might be tempted to try and do keywords or titles that have to do with just one streamlined topic, but if it's not relevant to what's on that page, all of this goes in the bag. None of it works. One last thing I want to show you guys is that if you click on website and you scroll down to tools, and you can do site promotion here, click on site promotion, and all of these links that are showing up here, Google, Yahoo, Bing, Dima, Scrub the Web is what you seek, and then all of the other Chinese versions, they all have a bunch of links that you can click on and go directly to the search engines to make sure that you have a current local organic listing with each of these search engines as well. And that just makes a big difference. Now, each one of those require you to go through their process, and this page is really just directing you to the right place to go within each of the search engines. And, most likely this will take you anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how quickly you do it. But it's just a really nice thing that you can do to submit your website manually to each of the search engines as well. So it will, it's already letting you know, hey, it's going to submit the stack GRP to Google, to Yahoo, to Bing, one at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the presentation, and we're going to close this out. So, Series 2 recap. Make sure that you complete the following steps before you advance. Link your social media icons. Create posts that drive traffic to your website. Try using those picture collages or those picture quotes and drive traffic to your site organically that way. And also, a really great thing you could do this month is to go ahead and log in, click that little box, click on Edit Properties, and go ahead and give each page on your website a really quality and relevant page title, set of keywords, and description, all of which describe what's actually on each of those pages so that you can start to build your website's SEO up organically so that when people are searching for those kinds of content, that your website will show up. Next month, we're going to be talking about creating a lead capture page and how to add new pages, how to create forms, and how to embed YouTube videos. If you have any questions or any challenges that come up, you can always review this video. It's going to be available tomorrow. Or you can use live chat support. Guys, that link at the top right-hand corner when you're logged in is so amazing. It's so helpful. They will literally chat with you as long as you need help for. Just, you have to embrace that there's a learning curve. But at the end of the day, the tools that you get with your DRS are just, there's so many of them. And yeah, you could totally look into different individual programs for the various things that we include for free. But, I highly recommending just taking full advantage of everything that you have here so that, you're not spending a ton of money on a ton of random little things or AdWords or email campaigns or, SEO or whatever it is that you need, that you think that you need. Most likely you have a solution right within the DRS. So take full advantage to everything. Review the videos, use the chat support, and just, keep it simple, guys. One thing at a time. If you go to that YouTube channel, I'm going to go ahead and flash it back up just so that everybody can write it down if you weren't on at the very beginning. But if you go to youtube.com/user/official MAWC, you'll be able to see all of the different playlists, one of which is the DRS playlist. You can review last month's session, and you can review today's session as well. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining, and I hope that this was helpful.